It was difficult to be a woman in those days. It was not an easy thing. They expected you to smile and be agreeable, and they didn't expect any controversy. Unfortunately, that is not who I am. And once I start to learn the issues and I really knew what was going on and what was happening, I wasn't as pliable as everybody wanted me to be. Joe Stabile was offered a judgeship by the Republicans, which he accepted. He left office. Frank Schaefer, the conservative, aligned himself up with the Republicans, and there I was. And they brought in Aaron Barnett as the supervisor, who was a very staunch Republican. He had served on the Board of Appeals. And so from one day, walking in, being a part of the majority, all of a sudden, it's a whole new board. It was totally different. And the first thing they tried to do was to take my seat, which was next to Aaron, or the supervisor. So I walked in, and one of them was sitting in it. And I said, well, you're in my seat. And they didn't want to get up. So I said, well, if you don't get up, I'm going to just stand here until you do. So finally, people were coming in for the meeting, and they got up. And the reason they didn't want me next to him is whenever the papers came and shot pictures, I was in every frame, which was a good thing for me. They didn't like it particularly. But it was, they did a lot of things to me that I don't think they would ever dare do anymore. Once they locked me out of my office. We were sharing an office, but I was locked out. But they did that. They shut off the phone. Nobody would talk to me. They wouldn't give me the agendas. They tried to tell me they were going to have the district attorney come in because I had mailed letters to civic groups telling them about an issue that was coming up at the town board that I thought was the wrong thing. And they told me I was being political. But fortunately, I just said, go ahead. I don't care. Call in the DA. I mean, this stuff is ridiculous. You can't do that. But if you persevere and you just keep on going, and I discovered something early on. If you're honest with reporters, they give you a fair shake, a very fair shake. And in those days, Newsday really covered us. It sounds insane to say, but as a lowly council person in 10 towns, I've made a lot of front pages, and they don't do that anymore. So I had the opportunity to have the papers give me the kind of publicity that made me well known in the town.